Okay, in this section, part 5, only pertains to those that have an existing website or microsite and want to convert that content over into the iReporter.tv blog tool. So, first thing you'll need to do is log in to your iReporter account and click on My Blogs. Okay, so we're going to select one of the blogs to do an edit. First thing you want to do is go ahead and click on Quick Post, which will bring you to the post page. Now, most of you who have a microsite have your blog set up and have received an email regarding your blog being set up. Your existing microsite now resides at an address called www with the number 2 dot whatever your microsite website address is .com. So there's 3 W's and then the number 2 and then dot the rest of your website.com. So in this case, I'm going to go to the home page, and here I see all of the rich content that is existing in this site, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight it all the way down to the bottom left, the banner, and I'm going to right click, copy, and now I'm going to go back to the post, and I'm going to right click and paste. And it's asking me to allow access, and I'm going to say allow access. Okay, so might take a few seconds here, and we'll get this content showing up on the page here. If that doesn't happen right away, right click, paste, and hit enter. There it is. Make sure I didn't add it twice. Okay, so for some reason the first time it didn't happen. It might be my computer. You might have the same thing. If it doesn't paste, right click and hit paste again and then enter. So there is the content in the body of the post. Now let's go back to the website. Now notice that the information here pertains to lingerie, and the title is Fredericks of Hollywood. So what I'm going to do is do a little advanced feature here. You don't necessarily have to do this, but you can make it up yourself, or just view at the very top the title of your website where it says Fredericks of Hollywood or whatever your site says, all up in the blue. So the quick way to get access to this is I'm going to go View and Source, and then it's going to pull up my HTML. And I know that the title of this blog is right after where it's brackets, title, and then the information. So I'm going to highlight all this, right click, and copy. I'm going to close out of there, go back to my post, go into the title, right click, and do paste, and there is my information. Now the titles are a little bit limited as far as how much information you can put in there, so I'm going to go through there, and it looks like it's Fredericks of Hollywood, order catalog, and I'm going to put in, just change it up, lingerie. Okay, so we have that there. Now you can see that up here in the keywords are all the keywords that were existing in your site that were brought over into this post. Now you certainly can make changes to those if you desire. Before we go ahead and do the post, I want to do a little keyword density check to see how things went with this site. So as we calculate this, it's going to scroll down here, and it's showing me a very high concentration, 4.76%, and in the title. So it looks like we're doing pretty good. And it's coming up for the word lingerie, and I'm going to go Fredericks of Hollywood as well. and keep it in line. Make sure I spelled it right. One of the tricks and one of the interesting things about this site is there was misspelled. Fredericks was actually spelled a different way, but we were getting a lot of success with this. Misspelled, so I'm going to go ahead and click publish. A few seconds here, let it publish, and there it is. Now let's check the site and see how we did. Go ahead and click on the link there which says to the domain, and my computer is not behaving right now. So let me tab over here, and all right, our first post is there. If you want to read, click on the read more. It'll bring me to a full post. Look at all that content. Rich, good content. Like that. All right, so that was quite simple. Let's go back and do that again. Go ahead. There's a couple different ways you can navigate. You can click on posts, which will bring you to another post. And in this case, go back to the site here. And I'm going to just go down to the next link, do the same thing, highlight all of the content, right click, oh, some trouble there with my navigation, right click, paste, go back to the blog. I did have to hit enter there. After you do paste, you want to make sure you hit enter. That does secure that all the content goes in there. And then I'm just going to highlight this area here, copy it, move it over here, and then let's do a keyword density check. See how we did. In this case, 6.33%, pretty good. Okay, the word that came up here is raw. I think that might be just a little bit too competitive, so I'm going to want to throw in again another one. Fredericks of Hollywood. This time I have it with apostrophe. And in some cases, you might want to do a spell check. You don't know if things were spelled properly. And in this case, a lot of times the content looks like it's spelled, but notice in the pasting that I'm going to have to click on the spell check. Sometimes when you cut and paste content over, instead of the apostrophe, it's showing question marks. So I'm going to have to go back through there, and every time where there was an apostrophe, I need to go back and put in an apostrophe instead of that question mark. So I'm going to see if I can find all those. There's another one. I paused it there to go through and complete all this. So I am going to go ahead and publish this because I think everything looks good. Which brings to mind that first post that I did, I'm most likely going to need to go back and make some modifications to it. So here we can double check. So I'm just going to go back to post complete. There we are, and I'll navigate back to my blog. Scroll down to the bottom, and I'm going to go edit posts. I'm pretty sure that the post I just did has the same problem with the apostrophe showing up as question mark. So take a quick look and see if that is the case. I guess I better just click on ABCs and do a spell check. Sure enough, it's showing up. There, don't. Okay, that's quite easy. I right click, it fixed it for me. In this case, Fredericks. Time it's putting an E in there. I know that this is spelled. And back here, I hit a button and it brought me out. Go back into the edit. Spell check. One more time. There we go. Okay, a little time lapse, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the update. And This simple process, go back and forth, cut and paste, and you will be done in no time and pretty good understanding of how blogs and blog posting work. Thank you.